Good afternoon for those of you who are watching, and for those 7 subscribers, thank you. Y'all mean the world to me right now. You guys are awesome. Thank you for subscribing, and I promise you guys, I will be making more videos. I promise. It's just been a very hectic 2 weeks. Sorry. Between, finally being off for 2 weeks from my job, it has made my life 10 times easier. I was doing 10 to 6 at my job, 8 to 4 at school, and then coming home, trying to shower, trying to eat, all within a 4 hour period and getting sleep. So I was getting maybe 2 hours of sleep a night. And then I'd have to go to work. And then I'd nap for 30 minutes on my lunch break. And then I'd have a teensy tiny little nap between class and work. So that was killing me. And now that I have more energy, I will definitely be able to make a lot more videos. So I'm sorry, I've been a little absent. I know my last one was like a week and a half ago, so my bad. I promise you guys I will be making more updates on school. Let's just jump right on in. School is going pretty good. Yesterday was the first time we went on the road with the trailer. It went well. It was definitely a learning experience. It was definitely nothing like I thought it was going to be. It wasn't as hard as I thought, but it was more technical than I thought with the double clutching. That's no joke. So props to everyone who, and I know most of you who have experience, y'all don't even use the clutch anymore. You use it to take off. That's about it. But for those of you who actually have the double clutching down, if you're just starting out, props to you. You guys are amazing. So yeah, that was my biggest problem was the double clutching. That was about it. My biggest thing is, and this is a pet peeve of mine anyway, listen to what you are told by the instructors. If they tell you to slow down and downshift, guess what? Slow down and downshift. Some of these students, they think they know. So what do? They're on the gas and he's saying slow down. He's not slowing down. He's still in 10th gear approaching a light that's red. Listen, they know what they're talking about. Oh my God, they're trainers for a reason. So I'm gonna get off this negativity real quick. I'm gonna be positive because I don't like negativity. So everyone did well though. Everyone did surprise the instructors. Me personally, I'll give y'all my personal experience. It was great. After I got used to the way the truck was and finding that sweet spot, it was honestly great. The clutch neutral, clutch neutral, clutch gear. That's embedded in my mind now. Now I just need to get the coordination between my hand and my foot. I've drove 5-speed for years now. It's completely different. Like in a car, your transmission is synchronized. In these trucks, guess what, honey? It's not. I'm sorry. And if you're getting into this, and if you're just first starting and you're just getting into this and you think, oh, I drive a 5-speed, I've been driving it for 20 years. Well, guess what? I'm sorry, but it's different. You can jump in this truck, you can be like, yo, I don't even know how to drive it. It made me question my ability to drive a 5-speed. I'm like, whoa, what is this? This is new. I thought I had hand to foot coordination. And you got to get used to literally when you push in that clutch, use that hand. Come into gear, come out of the gear, come back in the next gear. It is crazy. We had somebody in there who say they've been driving clutch and even drove other bigger vehicles for, he said 40 years, but I don't know how true that is because he's only like 50. Anyway, he even had trouble with it. And this is not, I know I'm sitting here laughing about it, but it's no joke. It's hard. It's a lot of work. And me, I listened to my instructor when he said practice. When you're doing that in-cab inspection, like practicing, go ahead and run through the gears 1 or 2 times. Just practice with the truck off, obviously. But, and I'm getting a weird reflection off my shirt on my face. So if I look a little pink, that's from the reflection of the sun. Let's see if this will help. A little bit. But anyway, yeah, listen to them. Listen what you're told. Study. If you are just getting into this or thinking about this, my advice to you, as someone who hasn't even made it past, like, to the end of my class yet, study. I don't care how well you know your pre-trip. Go over it every single day. In class, we go do it from 8 to 9 o'clock. And that gives us about enough time to go over the whole pre-trip inspection. That's, the front of your truck, the engine compartment, driver's side, passenger side, fifth wheel, trailer, and that's both sides. So basically doing the same thing twice. I've gotten to the point where, to save me a little bit of time, I'm grouping all my parts together. So if I'm doing, say, my steering components, I'll group together, I say, I'm taking you to the driver's side of the vehicle. And again, depending on the truck, this might be different. Taking you to the driver's side of the vehicle, obviously the steering stuff's all going to be on the driver's side, but anyway. I'd say, instead of doing my steering shaft properly secured to the vehicle, not bent, cracked, or broken, blah, 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 I would sit here and I would run through it saying my steering shaft, my U-joint, my steering gear box, my pitman arm, my drag link, my, just going through that. And then I would say it's not bent, cracked, or broken, and it is securely attached to the vehicle. So that is saving me time. You just have to remember to hit all these things, though. Don't miss them. Once I got it down, singling them out, saying literally over and over and over and over again, securely attached to the vehicle, not bent, cracked, or broken, blah, blah, blah. That made me remember it. But now I'm trying to save time. For me now, especially during class time, I'm trying to save my time so I can get and do my in-cab inspection and I can do my brake integrity test. That's my thing. And grouping them together makes it so much easier. Like I just said, say if I was doing the passenger side, I would literally, put my hand on the frame or whatever. And I don't know, every place does it different. Every school makes you word it different, everything. So, and every engine compartment is different. So it might be completely different to you. If so, don't even listen to what I'm saying. But, I've pretty much got my pre-trip down. And again, for like the passenger side, I would say my alternator and my water pump are both securely attached to the vehicle. They are both belt driven. They are not bent, cracked, or broken. I detect no leaks, and I'd move on to the belt, and I'd say the belt is not ripped, torn, frayed, or dry rotted, and I have less than a quarter of inch of play in the belt. That's how I would do that. Instead of saying, the alternator is securely attached to the vehicle, not bent, cracked, or broken, and it is belt driven, and then go on to the water pump. The water pump, securely attached to the vehicle, not bent, cracked, or broken, I detect no leaks, and then go to the belts. To save me my breath, to save my time, and to not wear myself out so quick, I group them together. Just like you have your suspension stuff, or your brakes. Your leaf spring hangers, your leaf springs, your shock and shock mount. All securely attached to the vehicle, not bent, cracked, or broken. If I detect crack in the leaf spring that's more than a quarter of an inch, I'd have to put this vehicle out of service. Boom. That would have took me like 3 times the time. 3 times. Oh my gosh. I'm just with my words today. 3 times of the amount of time to say all that, and then me grouping them together. So that's my advice to y'all, is study. Even though I think I have it down, every day I go out there between 8 and 9, run over my whole pre-trip inspection of the truck and the trailer. I try to have time to get in it. So I normally stay after to do my in-cab because sometimes I don't get to it, but I'll do my in-cab and my brake integrity test every day. I come home, I shower, I cook dinner, do what I need to do, take care of my stuff, and then guess what? I have that sheet and I'll read over it again. Just everything. I won't do every single tire, I won't do every single brake, I won't do all that. And I will tell y'all one thing that I did learn from another student. When you're on the tires, let me make sure to get this right so I don't look like an idiot. And my battery's low again, so we're gonna have to hurry up. Your steer tires, which are the front. Then you have your drive tires. Then you have your tandems in the bin. I'm in my car, so my bad, but you know what I'm saying. It has to be 4 30-seconds in the front and 2 30-seconds for the rest. So your drive tires have to be 4 30-seconds and just tread. Now, when you're going over the tires, I'm not saying there's a lot to remember, but your drive tires, no, your steering tires, your steering, so the very front, the two that move when you steer, They have to be 4 30 seconds under tread at least. They cannot be recapped, regrooved, or retreaded. They cannot be mismatched. And this is how I remember it. It's ABC. No abrasions, bulges, or cuts. So hopefully that helps someone out there, because me, when it came to the tires, I was totally confused. I couldn't remember what to say. And you can check them 2 ways: rubber mallet or valve stem. Or not valve stem, air pressure gauge, my bad. I know what I'm talking about, I promise. Anyway, that's basically summing up my 3rd week becoming a trucker. I love it. I was getting, I'm going to be honest, I was getting very, very discouraged. They acted like they didn't want to take us on the road. Now I know why, because we were not ready. For me, we're having a lot of recruiters come in. Almost everyone is just getting calls like that. Not so much for me. And it's very, I'm starting to get unmotivated. I don't know. I'm totally just, my brain's fried today between class, going to the gym, and, listen to my grandma all day. But that's just a whole nother thing. So yeah, recruiters are really stressing us. I have to pick, we've had TMC, we've had Warner, we've had, surprisingly, no Swift yet. That's kind of surprising, because that's all I've been seeing all over the internet. Swift, Swift, Swift. And I know nothing about these companies, so I'm not being negative. I'm not being positive. I'm just letting y'all know who's visited us. We've had a couple smaller companies. We've had like Tiger Fuel out of Charlottesville. If any of y'all are from Charlottesville, hey, I'm from that area, so that's awesome. So you know what we'll be driving in. I normally drive Interstate 64 to 250. And then from 250 to Zions Crossroads, and then somebody will switch and drive back. That's how we do it. So, and then I think eventually we'll get to go through town. But as of right now, I'm not ready to go through town, because we normally go out around 2 to 3:30, and sometimes Pantops, if anyone is from around here, gets a little crazy. Okay, now I'm just rambling. Yeah, so if anyone wants to know anything specific about what I'm going through with school, or even something personal, because you guys literally don't know a thing about me personally, which eventually I'll get there. But again, if you guys have any questions, or want to even leave me advice for anything, it could literally be when I go to test from the DMV, or even companies to look at, or just literally any advice at all, feel free to leave it in the comments. If someone does come on here negative, okay, cool. I'm not, just know now I'm not going to give you guys the energy back. I don't do negativity. That is one thing I don't do. I'm a very positive person. Sometimes I'll come off as being negative, and if I catch myself, like I did earlier in the video, cool. And if I'm ever negative and I don't catch myself, make sure you guys call me on it, because I don't like being negative. I love spreading positivity. Positivity is what drives people forward. Positivity is what gets stuff done. Trust me. I've been through some stuff. Positivity has been the only thing to get me through it. If I was negative, no, I wouldn't make it. Especially now, like in this world, forget it. If I weren't positive, I don't know where I'd be. But again, I'm just rambling. So yeah, if y'all have any questions about beginning to do this, to driving, to what I'm going through, to how the trainers or training works, how the maneuvers work, which I will have to talk about that another time, how the maneuvers work, how, even if a female watches this, and feel free to ask me anything. Just comment below. Just do something. And for those of you who are subscribed, and if you are watching this, follow my YouTube account. It's at 96 Civic Hatch. I'm going to change that soon to Baby Blonde, which is what people are calling me now. I guess that's my trucker name, is Baby Blonde. I've been called that for a while, actually, but that's besides the fact. Yeah, follow me on Instagram. You can send a DM. I'll answer any questions. You can leave a comment below. I'll answer any questions. And here soon, I am going to go live, so y'all be looking for that. I know a lot of people won't be on it, but still. And yeah, so follow me on Instagram. If you can find me on Facebook, Faithborn, find me on Facebook. And share this. I want people that are thinking about getting their CDL who are currently trying to get their CDL, who already have their CDL, you know, and I know a lot of people who already have it probably won't be watching, but I would love for you guys to watch and even give me feedback or, you know, a little bit of criticism. I'm okay with criticism as long as it's not too harsh. I have a big heart, y'all, so be careful. But anyway, that's all I have to say. I will be posting probably tomorrow or the next day. So thank you guys again. Bye.